toutes, bonjour à tous.
Well, good morning, everybody, and I'm delighted to be here with you for this day, which is exceptional, here on this pop-up antenna, Paris-Saclay Spring. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Valerie. This is going to be a long and happy, intense day because it's right through this day that we'll be together, both of us, and to be with you and to help you live through an innovation. And since we're at the very heart of the place where innovation takes place in Ile-de-France and in France, we shall really emphasize French innovation, food tech, mobility, digital technology, health, biotech, and all these strategic sectors, and which are really bubbling away. And that is Paris-Saclay, the #1 ecosystem for innovation in Europe. Yes, we'll talk about it, we'll prove it, we'll be talking to people. And as you said, Marjorie, it's going to be quantum, food tech, 5G, researchers, deciders, investors, startup persons, big companies also, a whole ecosystem that makes this place so rich with ideas. And we'll talk about digital games, about 5G, DIA, and artificial intelligence. And of course, the idea is to zero carbon. Yes, we'll discuss all that with our experts and our startups, and we will also have male and female colleagues. So the Paris-Saclay Spring is also B2B and B2C meetings in this virtual platform. It's the MUST platform that helps you to network, and it's what's more, it's a startup here, founded here. So we have all the. I know you're expecting it. You want the pitch contest, and this time there's something new for you, and that is the creation of Spring 50. That's a new label, and that's going to be there, and it'll be visible on 50 startups that were just created, popped up literally. But we'll come back to that. Yeah, right through the day. There'll be a huge number of surprising votes that you can always take. I think we've already said a lot, and there's just so much more to say. And we shall start by getting into the nitty-gritty to get this going for this exceptional edition now. So we have Pierre-Paul Zalieu, who's the president of ENS, and then Sylvie Retailleau of the Paris-Saclay University, Eric Labeille, president of the Polytechnic Institute. Please join us up here. Well, good morning, good morning. And of course, there's a slight change in settings. This is live right through this day, and we shall start off with you. Yes, good morning, Pierre-Paul Zalieu. Thank you for welcoming us here. And we shall try and live up to this event that you are now going to discuss with us, which is really exceptional. So what's major and so structuring, you know, here to launch an event like this spring over here? Now, for Higher Institute of Learning and Research to welcome you all here just now when people are meeting and who are, like, for instance, financiers and people in startup. That's extremely important. So the ingredients of Paris-Saclay is the idea that the fit between higher learning, universities, schools, and universities can create knowledge and also innovation as well as economic growth. So to a certain extent, in this building, I don't know if your spectators can see this atrium where we have all the knowledge that is being gathered together. The idea, it's really an opportunity, an exceptional opportunity for us, and I also hope for all who take advantage of it. So now, following the pandemic that we've just been through this past year, is there any particular reason for bringing people together here on this theme called knowledge? So is your idea of being here even more confirmed? Yes, yeah, I'd say it's thanks to you at the time of spring. It's literally spring to meet again, spring back into action. Yeah, it's right, an opportune moment, just the right timing. And what I'd really like to highlight is this is the magic of Paris-Saclay, because this is not just where people are sitting together and juxtaposed, but they're really working together. Everybody, men, women, students, they're all working together, researchers, the business people. And that's what makes it had such an emblematic success for France and Europe, this campus. It's not just a place, it's not just a venue, but with all our partners over here, it is the place where we organize the mobilization of institutional toolboxes, plus everything that's around. And the point I'd like to insist on, and I really believe in this idea, and that is that creating businesses and creates value and so on through information. It's not just using good ideas and marketing them, but keep that circulating, not that using fundamental research, applicable research, and explore it together. And to explore it together, you need to live together. And that's what we call an innovative milieu or background. Now, today we've got about 70 people who will come and speak to us, so that's very rare and it's extremely rich. What do you expect, for people who are watching us? What should be the salient features? What are we, Marjorie and I, supposed to do to make this work? Well, I direct this institution training future scientists and researchers. The idea here is that the opportunities go way beyond simple academic learning or just to find yourself a job. It is really to build, feel, see all the opportunities that they might have for their career. We are training the youth for tomorrow in the very best institutions. We select them, we train them, we assist them. We shoulder them, literally, and that's the kind of feeling we hope is here. Thank you. Right, we've got it. Everything is spot on now. Yes, absolutely. So we'll be together alive, and I'm repeating it right through this day, right up to 1845. Now, Sylvie Retailleau, you're, of course, president of Paris-Saclay University. I'm delighted to meet you because the last time I was lucky to speak to you, the Shanghai classification had just celebrated Paris-Saclay. It was in the top 10. So now we are part of the bigger players. What happened since? Well, a lot of things. Well, let's not talk of COVID. Well, essentially the building of our university with our partners who are also here in Paris-Saclay Innovation. And this was also via our researchers, our students. And what we are trying to do is use our human power who make up Paris-Saclay to build this place and with our partners. And today is just a great illustration of all that we've done. We still have a lot of work cut out ahead of us, particularly for all the exchange and discussion that we have to go on with and keep moving forward, plus a knowledge, as you said, of each other, as Pierre-Paul said, between universities, with the other major universities and our industrialists, and also to tempt our students to go out and check it out and to take the courage to actually move on. It's important that you talk of trust and confidence because Pierre-Paul mentioned it. And that's also what we felt with Sandra, right, while we were preparing it. We feel there's a real osmosis between all the players here, all those who make up Paris-Saclay. And is it really so natural to move in innovation together to build this community? Well, natural when you make it together as a friends. Let's say it's really the project that matters. It's all the various scientific projects based on research, as Pierre-Paul said, fundamental research, applicative sciences, and then for job seeking for our students, because our aim is to look at the long-term view, and that, of course, requires time. And also, building, taking time doing it is very good, so that it's owned by everyone, it's understood and acquired. Of course, I know that you have to hurry up, considering all that's happening at the European level, at the global level, but we must try and do it together, even if it's difficult. And being together, it means in the academic world, and it's also in our partners, the small businesses, our big partners, our small partners. It's true, we have to look at the short and the long term together, and we talk a lot about the Mancha projects. So you're not scared to look at something ambitious, like aiming the moon? Yes, so we're not scared, so we can connect directly with our carbon tube, and we shall soon have a 10-minute connection with Thomas Pesquet in June. So, aiming at the moon is no big deal. It's actually a major revolution, a step forward for all of us, but of course, We are here to teach, and we are really the full players in the world of socio-economic development. It's very interesting what you're saying. So aiming at the moon is not very difficult. You're not scared. And at the same time, you're looking for something close to you. Now, let me ask you, Eric Labaye. The idea is, of course, to intensify your striking power. And, of course, the message is that we're all close together. You'll be close to the moon, but also worldwide on this earth. Because absolutely, we must show that globally here in Paris-Saclay, our students can go further. Yes, absolutely. Pierre-Paul and Sylvie have mentioned it already, but the idea is really to buck up. This is the right scale. We're talking of Munchauns. We've got the research, the finance, we've got the teaching, we've got everything, and innovation. And since we're working together, we can just oomph. We can up the ante, and we can go on for innovation and become more competitive, more than competitive compared to our colleagues internationally placed. So that's what we're showing, that we are moving on this dynamic movement which is exponential. And I think that's exactly what's happening right here and in Paris-Saclay. Now, in the course of this event, which is extremely symbolical, you during the year with your students, how do you actually arrange this transformation to create this symbiosis, more than osmosis? Well, the symbiosis is extremely important. You know, you see it every single day in our actions. It's the fact that our students are increasingly in touch with laboratories and with business people, with finances. And what's more, they want to solve certain societal problems also. You see what the themes are here. You see what the startups are doing here in spring. So we're doing it all together. Some say, yes, I'll work with such and such a research on such a given subject with this kind of financing. And this is not immediately after finishing their courses, but maybe a year or two later, they'll create something. They have that confidence in themselves. They've got that idea. And as Pierre-Paul said, it is this connection. I really believe that ecosystem is about networking. It's about having connections between people who don't know each other, but once they do, it just gets going. You know, the buzz happens. It's because they know each other here. Something happens in this plateau at Paris-Saclay. Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much, Pierre-Paul, Sylvie, and Eric Labaye. So we'll let you move on, because now we'll be looking at another specificity of spring and of Paris-Saclay. Okay. And these are the communities of our agglomeration. So our next speaker, Jean-Michel Fourgou, who is president of the agglomeration of Saint-Quentin-en-Yvelines, Grégoire de Lesthérie, and Alexander Grimaud. Thank you. Please join us up here.
Messieurs, prenez place. Changement à vue. Encore une fois, vous le savez.
Well, please be seated. Please be seated. And it's a great pleasure to see you. Good morning. So, Jean-Michel Fourgou, you're president of this agglomeration, Saint-Quentin-en-Yvelines. So, what are your ambitions that you share with Paris-Saclay? Well, to begin with, naturally, we want to train all the young talents in the entire world, because the entire world needs them, because that just goes to show how international we are, what's happening here. We must train them properly in the best of our schools, in the best of our universities, and then be there with them, support them, so that they get to know the economic world a little better. Now, Saint-Quentin Paris-Saclay has beautiful and wonderful firms and companies that are internationally known. Get them to face real problems, our students. For instance, we set up Vaccinodrome in 3 months. That was a startup here in Saint-Quentin. We knew nothing about it. We went and looked for our doctors and nurses, epidemiologists, the people specializing in infection, and we actually have 100,000 vaccinations. We've also built a new bank, because afterwards, what do we do with this vaccination? So you have to store them, and you must have some kind of predictive health system with all the laboratories of Paris-Saclay, with all the economic players, all our researchers. We put them in our incubator at Paris-Saclay to develop a product which is good for public health. So this is an example of what this purpose it serves. Well, look, we're getting rockets flying down at us. Come down and see us, come down and see us, come and speak to us. Anyway, this is very pretty. I like this confetti that's flying down. So now, what exactly are you explaining to us, Jean-Michel? Are you the one who initiates this? Are you the spark behind it between your territory, your county as such, and Paris-Saclay? Well, at our Board of Governors, we've got all these general councils, and these young people are with it. And we have departmental deputies also, people who are extremely active. And of course, we have links with the network of industry and researchers, captains of industry, with universities that we have here already, plus the one in Saint-Quentin, plus the entire team of doctors and researchers in Saint-Quentin for this startup, which has already received 500 people in 3 months. And now we need to go a little further. We need to go on. We, the researchers, know that there's a kind of research dynamics which is behind everything that they're doing. This is a wonderful example of what we've done here at Paris-Saclay these last 5 years. Know exactly where to look for the skills, give them something more concrete and stimulate them, and have them looking eagerly for finance, make world simpler for them, because bureaucracy is very, very complicated. Simplify it for them. Let's not waste time. Let's move on. And that's not the least of things. Yes, simplify the process. Simplify the process. Okay, so now let's talk to the president of the Versailles Grand Park, François de Nasmadier. Thank you for being here. Because with territories like Satory, Vélizy, Versailles Grand Park, you're part and parcel of this emancipation of the Paris-Saclay system, right? Yes, absolutely. Yes, there are quite a few subjects to discuss together. And your reference is, of course, extremely valid. We are very sorry, say the interpreters, but it's very difficult to translate Mr. de Mazière. Anyway, Versailles-Saclay works together. It's extremely important in what it's doing. So we need to know exactly what each one of us is doing. We are here to provide the quality. Because if you come to Saclay, it's because we wish to provide the best. We're talking of the wealth of information and knowledge we have here. Versailles, it's... We have everything that's required. We have accelerators of growth and progress. And we also have companies in France which are more than willing to help us in our research, to help us in our ecosystems. Because this is an industrially extremely rich area for research. And I think that we are very well including the new generation of ideas with the students who are here with us. So that is a general overview of what we are doing. It's a very exciting issue. And this is, of course, with a view to developing our future.
Être avec mon duplex, vous le disiez, cette joie de vivre et ce bien-être sur Paris-Saclay, on est même accueillis en fanfare avec des confettis.
Mais oui, mais et ça, c'était pas prévu. Pourtant, on a prévu beaucoup de choses. Grégoire de la Série, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Alors vous êtes le président de la communauté d'agglomération Paris-Saclay. En ces temps de relance économique, on a bien vu
those times of economic recovery, we've seen the period we've gone through, innovation, resilience are essentially in terms of recovery and reboosting a territory. Indeed, and I'm very happy to be there for this new edition of Paris-Saclay. We were very sorry not to have this edition last year. 2019 was very successful, and I know that we have a lot of people connected today to follow us remotely, so this is a huge pleasure to be there within those very nice premises of École Normale Supérieure de Paris-Saclay. So, networking is very important. To have innovation ecosystem, you must have researchers, investors, founders, and so on, being connected. And what we're doing today is the very symbol of this networking, and this is in line with the DNA of the territory I am sharing, because to create, you have to be able to get out of your office, discuss with a company next door, lab next door, or a student who has a PhD in a very specific area, who has a crazy idea that will come true. So that's why innovation is very important. Second ingredient is to have the right institution, a setup enabling innovation. And this institutional setup, where I am representing our region, President Valérie Pécresse, and she wanted to talk to all the participants to say that the region is a driver
Paris-Saclay, c'est à la fois une évidence et c'est aussi un symbole de l'innovation francilienne, de l'innovation française.
De nombreux dispositifs
area and the French innovation. Innov'Up, c'est 50 millions d'euros qui sont directement fléchés pour nos PME, mais la présence de la région sur le territoire est très forte, que ce soit avec le programme Passerelle, que ce soit avec ce qu'on appelle l'IPHE, l'incubateur pécuniaire hôtel d'entreprise, le playground qui sort de terre. Avec tous ces dispositifs, voilà, le message de la région, c'est on continuera à être aux côtés de celles et ceux qui créent sur Paris-Saclay.
Vous avez confiance en l'avenir.
Alors, vous continuerez, on a confiance en l'avenir, et d'ailleurs, si je peux terminer par là, les grandes entreprises ne s'y trompent pas, et elles viennent sur Paris-Saclay. Les startups, les PME, mais vous aurez dans quelques instants des chefs d'entreprise éminents qui viendront vous dire les raisons pour lesquelles ils sont là. Et en janvier dernier, le 21 janvier dernier, le président de la République est venu à Palaiseau pour annoncer le plan quantique, et il a dit ces mots, il a dit il se passe ici quelque chose d'unique. Et de nombreux chefs d'entreprise ne s'y trompent déjà pas et sont présents. Et le message que je veux adresser à tous les autres qui se posent la question de Paris-Saclay, c'est venez, on vous attend à Paris-Saclay, c'est le moment, il y a des offres immobilières qui sont de qualité, il y a des offres servicielles qui sont fortes, il y a un écosystème de la croissance, il y a un écosystème de l'innovation. Bref, venez à Paris-Saclay, c'est le moment d'investir, on compte sur vous.
Do come here, invest, we are counting on you. Do come here, because this ecosystem concentrates 40% of research in the Île-de-France.
Merci d'être avec nous. Vous voyez acquiescer évidemment à tout ce qui était en train d'être dit, parce que c'est vrai que Paris-Saclay, c'est aussi un projet phare de l'État dans le cadre de la loi sur le Grand Paris. C'est un modèle de développement urbain, mais qui allie aussi environnement, qui allie mixité, qui allie proximité, mais je ne sais pas seulement les seuls ingrédients, si je veux dire, pour que cette communauté d'innovation
for this innovation community to work. We are 11 years away from this major Paris law and 2 years away from the upgrading of the state strategy.
Bien au-delà ici, juste de cette agglomération Paris-Saclay qui va jusque dans le territoire des Yvelines et sur lequel l'État a une ambition forte. Il y a 2 ans, Michel Cadot, préfet de région, a réactualisé cette stratégie et aujourd'hui nous voyons un certain nombre d'achèvements se réaliser. Bien sûr, l'école normale supérieure, on a AgroParisTech pas très loin, puis nous voyons sur Palaiseau, sur Orsay, sur l'intégralité de ce plateau, la ligne 18 commencer à s'installer avec des travaux qui sont engagés, ou encore des éléments très structurants comme un hôpital qui bientôt vont ici voir le jour sur Orsay. Je voulais dire que cette stratégie d'innovation, cette ambition ou cet écosystème, les élus l'ont redit, cet écosystème très fort, fait que nous avons une ambition qui est tournée à la fois sur la recherche, sur l'innovation, sur l'arrivée d'un certain nombre de structures, d'entreprises majeures sur le territoire. Et nous voulions réaffirmer cela aujourd'hui dans un événement structurant comme Spring. Je voulais dire que cette ambition, au-delà de cette ambition partagée, nous avions une ambition forte aussi dans le champ de la sécurité économique. Nous allons, avec les élus, travailler sur un contrat local de sécurité, un contrat local de sécurité sur ce territoire où nous avons identifié qu'il pouvait y avoir des risques en matière d'appropriation, d'attaque cyber ou d'autres typologies de difficultés. Nous avions envie, l'État et les collectivités, de travailler sur un contrat, une ambition forte dans le champ de la sécurité économique, qui est notre prochaine étape dans le territoire et dans l'écosystème du plateau Saclay.
Oui, c'est important puisque, vous le savez, le gouvernement a lancé plusieurs grands plans, le plan quantique, on en parlait il y a une seconde, le plan IA, mais aussi le plan cybersécurité, dont le campus s'incarnera à la Défense, mais qui rejaillit évidemment, qui s'incarne dans tout le Grand Paris. On le voit encore ici avec vous, monsieur le sous-préfet, à Paris-Saclay. Et cette capacité justement d'innovation de Paris-Saclay, eh bien, elle offre son rayonnement, vous l'avez compris, à l'Île-de-France, mais plus globalement, c'est un signal fort pour l'industrie française au niveau de l'Europe, voire à l'international, en attirant des investisseurs, des entreprises, des PME, des grands groupes. On va les entendre aujourd'hui, bien sûr, mais d'abord, Bruno Le Maire, le ministre de l'Économie et des Finances, souhaitait pouvoir mettre en lumière cet écosystème et l'importance qu'il a pour notre économie.
Mesdames et messieurs, je regrette de ne pas pouvoir être avec vous aujourd'hui, mais je tenais à vous adresser quelques mots pour cette 4e édition du Paris-Saclay Spring. D'abord, je voudrais saluer l'écosystème de Paris-Saclay et vous dire à quel point votre ambition doit être forte. Vous représentez déjà 40% de la recherche publique et privée de la région et 15% de la recherche publique et privée de l'ensemble du territoire. Le président de la République l'a rappelé lors de la présentation du plan quantique en janvier dernier. Paris-Saclay, c'est l'image de ce que nous pouvons réussir collectivement quand nous regroupons les meilleurs et que nous nous donnons de tous les moyens nécessaires. Les défis à relever sont absolument considérables, surtout au lendemain de cette crise. D'abord, il n'y aura pas de relance sans amélioration de nos capacités d'innovation. L'innovation est au cœur de la relance et elle sera au cœur du succès français. Nous avons donc mis en place 100 milliards d'euros de plan de relance, avec cette volonté au cœur de ce plan, favoriser l'investissement en France pour l'innovation, avec au moins 3 manières de procéder. La première, c'est de renforcer notre production et notre innovation dans des secteurs critiques. Qu'est-ce que la crise a montré? Que sur certains secteurs, nous étions vulnérables. La santé, l'agroalimentaire, la chimie, l'électronique, avec notamment les semi-conducteurs, les télécommunications. Nous allons donc encourager avec France Relance le développement de la production dans ces secteurs et nous allons recréer des chaînes de valeur dans ces secteurs stratégiques. De ce point de vue-là, je veux saluer les entreprises implantées à Paris-Saclay qui ont répondu à notre appel à projet. 4 entreprises sont lauréates dans 3 des 5 secteurs clés que nous finançons. Je pense à Quandela dans le secteur de l'électronique, qui est stratégique dans la chaîne de valeur des technologies quantiques, Nanoe dans le secteur des intrants, Cell4Cure, qui est bien connu et spécialisé dans les médicaments de thérapie génique et cellulaire. Ce sont toutes ces entreprises innovantes qui vont nous permettre de restaurer notre autonomie stratégique dans des filières où nous avions vu qu'il y avait des lacunes. Nous allons aussi investir pour que la France reste leader dans des secteurs où nous étions déjà très performants. Je pense à l'aéronautique, je pense aussi à l'automobile. Nous allons donc accompagner la modernisation et la diversification de centaines d'entreprises en France dans ces secteurs-là. Je pense par exemple à WinMS à Orsay, qui va développer un nouvel équipement de protection électrique pour les installations des futurs avions, en s'appuyant sur une technologie qui a été développée dans les laboratoires du commissariat à l'énergie atomique. Nous allons aussi financer la recherche pour l'aéronautique. Paris-Saclay regroupe les établissements de recherche et développement de la plupart des grands acteurs industriels du secteur aéronautique français, Safran, Airbus, Thales, Dassault. Il va donc en bénéficier largement. Enfin, la troisième façon, c'est d'améliorer notre fiscalité. et notamment de baisser les impôts de production. Ça fait des années qu'on nous explique que nous avons des impôts de production qui sont trop élevés par rapport à nos voisins, notamment allemands. Nous avons pris la décision avec le président de la République de baisser de 10 milliards d'euros dès cette année 2021 les impôts de production pour relancer l'attractivité du territoire et nous permettre de recréer des emplois dans le secteur industriel. Nous voulons donc agir pour l'industrie, mais aussi sur le plus long terme pour la recherche et pour la formation. C'est un des enjeux du plan de relance. Le plan quantique qui a été présenté à Saclay par le président de la République est un de ces modèles d'excellence. Nous allons le financer grâce au 4e programme d'investissement d'avenir et grâce au plan de relance à hauteur de 1,8 milliard d'euros. Le 4e programme d'investissement d'avenir, c'est pour le plan de relance 11 milliards mobilisés dès 2021-2022 pour accompagner cette relance. Nous allons financer aussi sur le long terme le développement des technologies vertes de demain, comme l'hydrogène, pour accompagner les entreprises innovantes, pour soutenir les écosystèmes d'enseignement supérieur, de recherche, d'innovation et aussi évidemment les entreprises industrielles. Notre objectif, c'est que nos établissements, nos centres de recherche soient à la pointe de la compétition mondiale. C'est d'ailleurs ce qu'est devenu Paris-Saclay, une terre d'innovation, une terre de grande réussite, une très forte croissance obtenue au cours de la dernière décennie. Tout cela vous doit beaucoup et je tiens à vous en remercier. Bien entendu, cet engagement doit se poursuivre au-delà de notre réponse à la crise. Nous avons donc augmenté en loi de finances les crédits de l'Agence nationale de la recherche. Dès cette année, nous augmentons son budget de plusieurs centaines de millions d'euros grâce à France Relance. La Silicon Valley a réussi à devenir un symbole de l'innovation de pointe qui mêle établissements universitaires d'exception, entreprises dynamiques. Paris-Saclay doit faire aussi bien. Beaucoup a déjà été fait. Il faut continuer dans cette voie avec une détermination toujours plus grande. Nous avons tout pour réussir. Votre 4e édition nous permettra d'améliorer encore ce que nous avons déjà fait. J'espère que vos réflexions nous permettront aussi d'améliorer l'action du gouvernement. Merci à tous.
Et vous le voyez, Bruno Le Maire qui célèbre les succès de Paris-Saclay. Ça tombe bien parce que dans un instant, on va célébrer les artisans de ces succès. Paris-Saclay Success Maker, ou comment nos entreprises s'engagent à porter le drapeau de l'écosystème numérique. On rejoint tout de suite Sandra, entourée de 4 grands industriels qui vont vous expliquer pourquoi ils ont choisi d'innover sur ce territoire.
Major CEOs of companies, and they will tell us why they've chosen Paris-Saclay.